I spoke to Lewa. In the conversation, he told me that he did not want to accept our offer to extend the contract and that he would like to leave the club. He said that he would like to do something else, but our attitude hasn't changed. Lewa has a contract until June 2023. That is a fact. This is what Lewandowski had to say. It's very possible that this is my last game for Bayern. I cannot say that 100%, but it may have been my last game. We want to find the best solution for me and for the club. Jan, you've been reporting on this story, of course, for a while. Maybe not coming as a surprise. What's interesting now that it's very public.
Absolutely, and Dan, as you know from your Norwegian-German correspondent, that he wants to leave. We know that for a while, because he has known all about the process around Erling Haaland. He has known that Bayern were desperate to get him in, meaning that he has to go. They haven't given him any concrete offer. He is 34. He wants a new challenge. So what happened at Bayern, they have played a risky game. They knew that if they were going for Haaland, they could end up no Haaland and no Lewandowski. So this has been a game that Salihamidzic, the head of sport, and Oliver Kahn have played. And we must say, if you lose them both, you have lost the game. And I see that they say that he's going to stay till next summer. Well, I'm not sure that will be happening. They're talking about, we saw that Kalajdzic, the young Austrian playing for Stuttgart, who scored that first goal for them today. He's been linked to them. They're talking about Mané. The funny thing is about the German journalists, they're not talking about what is realistically. They just make so breaking news because Bayern Munich are after some great players. I mean, then you can do breaking news every day, couldn't you? Just ask Bayern, do you want Salah? Yeah, we want him. Breaking news, they want Salah. That is not what it's all about. It's what's realistically to get there. And I'm not sure that Salihamidzic has the proven record of that. The players he got in his reign at Bayern has not been impressive. I think this could be a very, very difficult period for Bayern Munich, this transfer window.
Sorry, I think there's probably many facets to why he might leave, but I think at his age, there's no doubt, to me, he wants to get the juices flowing again and he wants a challenge. Let's be quite frank. At the moment, it's not a challenge for Bayern Munich to win the Bundesliga. So, and that's just factual. So I think at his age, yeah, maybe he's not happy with how they've done some business, maybe he's not happy with some finances, but he's also at that age where, you know, if he is going to have a fresh challenge, it's not going to be for very long, and he's going to have to do it now. And I think, to me, he wants to go somewhere where it's not, I say, a foregone conclusion, but it's not a likelihood that they're going to, the team that he goes to...
He's talking Barcelona, isn't it? That's been the reports.
Well, and that would be a challenge when you see Real Madrid and you see Benzema at 34 doing what he's doing. And I just think he needs that to sort of finish his career and kick him going again, kick him off again, because it has become all a little bit too easy for them.
But Jan, he's got a year left on his contract. Whoever Bayern bring in won't be as good as Robert Lewandowski. So why don't they just say, no, you're staying put?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying, Dan. But the thing is that Bayern Munich, if you put, I said that yesterday, if you put three men on the stage, Salihamidzic, the president, or Oliver Kahn, they would have three different opinions. And next day they turn around and have the other opinion of them. So the management at the time now of Bayern is like funny. So Salihamidzic is saying that he will stay for another year. He probably won't stay. If he said that he will go this summer, he will probably stay 1 year. Bayern Munich, a great, great club. But at the moment, they are running this club funny. I will stick with funny because this is not worthy. And I agree with Craig. If you're 34, you need that new challenge. And going to Barcelona, try. Maybe this is a great time. You have everything to win there, with Xavi's project being a challenger again, trying to come back from the miserable time they've had lately. So I think Barcelona could be in there, but I will also put in the outside of Chelsea because if something happened with Lukaku this summer, they need a proven striker who can come in and score you 25, 30 goals, and Robert Lewandowski is a guarantee for that.
You got to think, though, he's been pushed into that. I agree with what the boys are saying, that, you know, he's got a chance to have a new challenge and all the rest of it. But I would think that that door's been pushed open by the people at Bayern. And it always amazes me, not just sporting directors, but some coaches who were players. You know, these guys were top players. You would think they would know what and what not to do. Can you imagine if what was done to Lewandowski had been done to them when they were playing. They would have walked out the front door. So why do sporting directors and coaches that have been in the position of the players that mistreat them, why do they do it? I can never figure it out. Madness.
We've talked all year about Chelsea's deficiencies. You know, Barcelona are clearly a huge club, but they're, I don't know if they're further away from winning a title than Chelsea when you look at where Chelsea are this season. But let's not forget, at one point, Chelsea this year were in the driver's seat up until, I don't know, December, around about the turn of the year. You know, that would be, for them, the chances they've created this year, it's stating the obvious, that's what they've lacked.
Yeah.
Now, you know, it might be Xavi in Barcelona and that huge move, or it could be the thrills of London in the Premier League and, you know, going to a team that have got a good manager, are generally rock solid, but have nobody who's clinical. Now, there's building for the future, as a lot of managers like to do in clubs with younger players, and there's a need for now. I don't know what he'd give you, 2 or 3 years, max, but that 2 or 3 years and buy you a bit of time until you find that next player and rebuild that squad. Chelsea needs something, and they need something badly in that position.
What a signing he would be for the new owners. Yeah. You know, people asking questions about what their intentions are. Can you imagine their first signing is Robert Lewandowski? Big time.
Jan, you got your finger up.
Yeah, I just got my finger up because it's a very good point that Stevie is doing by how you manage people, because this is what it's all about. And then we can discuss it's hard because Bayern Munich got to go after the biggest talent in the German Bundesliga, but still you got the best striker in the world with you. And you say about some human beings, they are very proud human beings. It's like they don't want anything to devaluate you as a person. And Robert Lewandowski is exactly that man. And I know that because he's been staying there for a long, long time. And you could see as the season come to an end, he was annoyed. He was annoyed of the public statement of Bayern Munich because he was not, I won't say lying, I will be, because I don't do the libel things, I would say they were not telling the truth. And they were sitting there with a Pinocchio noses in different shows and saying they were not after Haaland. And Lewandowski knew about that all the time. When I went to this celebration game where Schweinsteiger got all the beer over him and everything, we had a Lewandowski at our channel. So after the interviews, I told him, you know, Robert, I know all about this. I know what you're feeling. And he was just like, yeah, good. So, well, you know that feeling that the human being, he's hurt. And that is what I see the lack of Salihamidzic and Oliver Kahn. So Stevie making a fantastic good point on that because of all people. Because Oliver Kahn maybe being the football player who reacted on the small details. If someone shouted from 1 of 50,000, he would react and say, if you don't stop that, I will leave the club. Now he's the head of Bayern Munich, and you have a player who wants to go away because of the way you were treated. Well, this is circle of life.
Who on earth could Bayern bring in, Jan, that would make them more competitive, say, in the Champions League?
No one. And this is the point. And that's what I tried to put in Haaland, because they could have 4 or 5 years. He would be 25, 26. But they were always an outsider there to get him. It was always Manchester City, Real Madrid being the favourites to get him. They're talking about Patrick Schick. He is in the Champions League with Leverkusen. He doesn't have a clause. They won't get him. They were talking about Mané. They won't get him. And then they go for Kalajdzic. Yeah, I like Kalajdzic, but still, this is not Lewandowski. Lewandowski is the best number 9 in the world, I would say, with Benzema. I mean, you can't replace him, and that's why it's an unbelievable pressure of the recruit department of Bayern Munich at the moment. And that's why they're saying he's going to stay. Well, there's going to be interesting.
What's the Don Hutchinson percentage, Jan, of him being at Bayern Munich next year?
Thank you for naming Don, because I was thinking, well, you guys sitting with this fantastic suit you're having in the studio, and we have the 2 boys at Wembley, and I sitting in my Düsseldorfer hotel room studio, but he saved me, Don, again, because he was there with his jogging suit, so he saved me. So thanks for bringing that up. I would say the chances that he will be leaving, I would say I won't say 50-50, I would say 60-40 advantage Lewandowski leaving, because I think the power of a player, a power of a player who is so like Lewandowski is now, well, that is hard to keep him at the club.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.